I'm Philip, and this is Tristan, and this is our boyfriend tag. Where was our first date?
Like a proper date?
I say so.
Our first proper date was when Philip got money and he bought me like stuff at Burger King, I think.
Mhm.
So we had our first proper date at Burger King.
Where did we first meet?
We first met at this cosplay meetup in a neighboring town, and Philip was a newbie cosplayer back then.
Even more than I am now.
So he was using a plastic bag as a wig cap.
What was your first impression of me, other than I was an idiot with a plastic bag on my head?
I thought you were really annoying.
Like we should love at first sight, guys.
Yeah, like really annoying, because I thought that he was very jumpy and you had a lot of energy, and
I still do.
yeah, I'm just a calmer person. So to me that was kind of annoying.
Well, yeah, but my first impression of Tristan was that he seemed very self-absorbed.
Mm-hmm.
Scoot. Because there was a big group of people at this meetup, and Tristan was with his 3 friends, and that small group of people stayed 50 meters away from the others, and I was like, okay, they clearly think they're better than us.
Yeah, but also no.
But also, nah.
Yeah.
And then we got to talking after your friend interrupted one of my ex-friends and I memes.
Yes.
And then you saw my plastic bag. When did you meet my family, and when did I meet your family?
You met my dad before we started dating.
A couple days before we started dating.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you met my dad that same day.
Yeah, I did, when he was picking up Philip after I was done styling his wig.
He was like, get the fuck out.
Essentially.
And then you met my mom 2 weeks into us dating.
Mm-hmm.
What do we argue about the most?
Oh, economy. That's one of them. Dishes.
My family.
Also my family.
Yeah.
That's the biggest things we.
You stressing yourself out.
Yeah, I stress myself out a lot. I don't know why.
And I tried to help, but he's like, nah, man, nah.
I'm so used to doing things on my own, so it's just really weird when someone else wants to help or take over that.
Do I have any weird obsessions?
Right now?
Yes.
Your weird obsessions right now
Uh-huh.
is cosplaying Denki, or anything Denki related. It's he's the god of everything for Philip right now.
It's because I relate to him way too much. For you right now, I wouldn't call it a weird obsession.
Yeah.
But you're weirdly obsessed with Persona 5 at the moment.
Yeah.
Case in point, Akira Wig.
Yes.
What is my favorite music? What's my favorite band? What's my favorite music type?
You bounce a lot between different genres and that kind of stuff. So I think your favorite music to listen to is probably K-pop.
Yeah.
He's very into K-pop. He likes BTS. He likes VAV and and that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
that's your favorite.
I don't have a set music taste. I will listen to anything.
Yes.
But at the moment I'm really into K-pop.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of the same as me. You don't have a set music preference.
Mm-hmm.
Your playlist has everything under the sun. Pretty sure you have something classical on there.
Probably. I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
You have some old ass songs, that's what I know. You will go from Taylor Swift to Fall Out Boy.
Mm-hmm.
He can go from Panic at the Disco to Welcome to the Black Parade.
That's My Chemical Romance.
Yep. I am a bad emo. Or Or he will go from a really classical song, like something from Greece, to K-pop.
That's classical, guys.
Listen, I am only 18. For me, that's classical. Would you rather me say something from Mozart?
Like an 50s kind of stuff. That's people coming home to our
door
apartment
sings.
building. Yes, so door sings. Wait. There it sings again.
That's how you know it's closed. What do we order when we order home? God, I'm hungry.
No doubt McDonald's.
Just it's
McDonald's.
the only thing that delivers.
Yeah, like we live in the outskirts of town, so that's like the only thing that actually they fix at the restaurant and then they drive them here.
Yep.
So like that's the only thing.
You bounce a lot, but like your basic order is something with chicken, like a chicken burger or a triple cheeseburger.
Yes.
Last time you got a double QP.
Yes.
And then you always order a strawberry milkshake and then normally Coke. For me, it's very basic. I order a Big Mac, a cola, maybe a Fanta if I'm feeling exciting, and a pear milkshake if I end up getting it.
I think it's the order before the last one we made. I ordered the milkshake and then I ordered a soda for like my menu. And Philip ordered a milkshake and then he ordered a hot chocolate. And the milkshake didn't come. And when they came with the stuff, he got like a cup of hot water. Because
expensive hot water.
Yeah, expensive, like 18 Swedish kronor. So he got a cup of water, and I think that they're supposed to have like one of those bags that you get like at stations or such when you go into like a store or something, and then you mix it into water. So I think they just forgot the whole bag thing and then just gave him expensive water, like expensive boiled water too.
Expensive hot water that you couldn't even drink. Water. And I was like, okay, thanks, McDonald's. I did complain. I did get some money back. Still hurt. What is my favorite cosplay you've ever done?
Your favorite cosplay of mine?
Yes.
Or my favorite cosplay of yours?
My favorite cosplay of yours and my favorite cosplay of you. Your favorite cosplay of mine and mine favorite cosplay of yours.
I really like your toga. Your toga is great. Philip started off with
old
toga.
Over here. Old toga. Here she is, my good psychopath.
Yes, and then the new toga. Friends yourself backward.
Has to make way for psychopath.
Yes. Philip's toga cosplay has evolved like a lot over the years, and I just think you're like doing her a lot of justice. I think you do a great toga.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make a great toga.
My favorite of yours is either Ignis, Obo, or Prompto, because you're all of them.
All of them like crushed and combined.
You are all of them's love child.
Ah, with the black hair, yes.
Who's my best friend? Speaking of nothing.
There's Milo.
Yeah.
There's Anina.
Yeah.
There's Wade.
Yes.
And Selena.
Yes.
Is that all of them? I'm sorry, people. I don't really know. I'm senile myself. I can't even remember my name at least. So I think those are the people that are closest.
Yeah, the closest.
Yes.
Yours is Haru. No questions asked. You and Haru are like this. If they are together, you cannot separate them.
No.
They will talk at the same time about the same thing. They will order at the same time and the same thing without having conversed with each other before it.
Like it happened at a con once when we stood in line for like the bubble tea, and me and Haru just like looked at each other and we were like, what are you gonna order? And we both went like, I think we chose apple, like tea, and then strawberry bobas, and we didn't know, we didn't talk to each other before that, and it was just so funny. We like laughed at it for like a long time before that. Yeah, it was kind of creepy too.
What is my eye color?
Your eye color is like a gray shade of blue, And then you do have a ring like before the iris, which is either like brownish yellow, and sometimes your eyes can go a bit green. But yeah, it's right.
You have like deep dark, not like dark. You have deep blue eyes
Yes.
that sometimes are very sea blue, and then you have a like brownish yellowish ring
Mm-hmm.
in the like around the pupil, and then around the iris itself, you have a bit of a gray line.
Mm-hmm.
And his eyes are so pretty. Like I could literally sit for hours and just stare. Because look at this, look at it.
It's kind of creepy actually.
That's but it's something I do that you wish I didn't.
Start the dishes halfway and then never finish them.
I have that really bad habit where I will get through half the dishes, then I will lose inspo to do the dishes, and I'll be like, there's no tomorrow, it's fine.
No, it never happens. It just never happens. It just keeps going days and days, and then it never gets done, and then they're disgusting already. So
Well, I've gotten better at it.
you have.
You have a bad habit of shouting at me for nothing.
Yes.
He will get mad over something, and then forget what he was mad about.
Here comes the senile part again. I like forget a lot of things really easily. I don't know why.
We were having like a heated conversation yesterday. I went into the bathroom to brush my teeth, and then 2 seconds later goes, "What were we talking about?"
Yes.
It's sad,
It's
Noodle.
kind of sad.
It's sad.
It's kind of.
Favorite moment we've had at a con?
One of my favorite moments is probably when I had a horrible con. And
My favorite con was my horrible con.
yes, no, but like I had a horrible con,
You did have my
and
shitty con.
either the second or the last
I
day
think
of
it was
the
the
con.
last day.
Yeah, either the second or the last day of the con. You and another friend of ours were surprised. They surprised bought me a body pillow of noise from Dramatical Murder, and I was just so happy about it, and we had to take it home on a train. It was kind of awkward, but it was great. And then
No one stared.
yeah, no one stared at all. No.
No.
And then from the same con, I think, we went out to eat with our friends at this Thai restaurant. And it was just so nice.
It was very nice.
It was a nice moment.
I think my favorite con was our latest con, Winter.
Yeah.
Where we celebrated your birthday. Because I cosplayed someone I had never cosplayed before.
Yes.
And then we had an overall nice con. Except for the last day where we had a huge fight.
Yeah. Worth it.
Yeah. Let's just hope Narcon Summer is better than ever.
Yeah.
What could I spend hours doing?
Editing, probably, or drawing on your computer. Or working on cosplays, probably.
You could spend hours playing, like any video game.
Yes.
You could spend hours watching me play
Mm-hmm.
Mario. 'Cause it's like the only game I play. You could spend hours cuddling. And you can spend hours upon hours working on cosplays.
Yes.
This one is very picky about his cosplays. He wants them to be perfect.
I'm kind of a perfectionist, and it's kind of sad because like I don't really have time to be a perfectionist. But I am like, if I can make it more like the character, then I really want it to be more like the character. I really don't want a cosplay that's not like the character, so that no one will recognize what it is. Yes, it will be.
Favorite moment we've had outside of a con? There's too many.
There's a lot of them, but I really like the Burger King day. And then when we first moved into this apartment, which is now our apartment, I was just really happy to move away from the place that I was living in before that, because I lived with my dad, and then I got into this kind of youth home, like a college corridor. Like there were other kids living in a corridor, and they had their own room, and then we had our own toilets, and then we shared a kitchen and a living room. Yeah, it was kind of weird and kind of awkward, and I just didn't like the surroundings. I didn't like the place. Didn't really get along with the people. Like there were a lot of rules, but a lot of them were broken, and was just really awkward for me and I couldn't handle it. But then we got this apartment and I was just so happy. So one of my favorite moments outside of con is probably when Philip was trying to build up our new bed. And it's a it's a thing that they do in their family when they move, that you're supposed to buy pizza and then eat it on the floor.
Of that new place.
Of that new apartment. So we were supposed to buy pizza, but we moved in winter in like February and it was so cold in the whole apartment. The whole apartment was like so freezing cold. So Philip was trying to desperately build up the bed and it didn't work our way, so we literally had to call Philip's dad, so he had to come pick us up. Oh no, he didn't pick us up.
We took the bus.
We called Philip's dad and then we went on a bus to close where they live, and then his dad picked us up there, and then we got pizza, and so we ate it in his old room in their place, and it was just really nice. I had a nice time there. Sorry, our neighbor is stomping.
Nice. This is the last question.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Do you love me?
Yes. Yes.
And that was all for this time. We will see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a good day, have a good evening, and subscribe.